Hello YouTube, I'm Jack Clark, the Eagle Musketeer, coming to you with another video. Hello, I'm so sorry for not being able to do more videos on a more consistent basis. I have had other priorities which have been prioritised. So of course, I will be trying to put more videos out soon. However, that being said, I have not completely neglected this channel and I have been creating content for it. However, the content I've been creating has needed a little bit more spit shine and is of a much higher quality than usual. So I'm doing this video as a kind of to keep you, to make sure your addiction to me is quenched and satisfied. However, I am, of course, like I said, I've got a deck profile on the way, which will be up soon, and I do have my dual terminal video, which is actually being created, and like I said, I've said in the past that, oh, I'm going to make a dual terminal video. It's actually happening this time. However, of course, like I've said, it's a big story, so I'm going to be doing it in multiple videos, with each video being based on one of the sets, and of course it'll be in chronological order. So the first video of the Dual Terminal series will be based on the first Dual Terminal set, Synchro Awakening. That will be up soon. However, I do have a very important question in regards to my Dual Terminal videos, and that is, would you like it narrated, or would you rather it wasn't narrated and that I use text if and when it was necessary to tell certain parts of the story? Of course, in the end I will make the decision that I think is the best for the video, of course. If I can do an epic voiceover, then I will. If I'm not able to, then I will have to use text. But I would like to know your opinions, of course. If you'd like me to narrate the video, please post in the comments or as a video response down below. And if you wouldn't, please also comment. So, with that out of the way, I'd like to talk about the card in the title, of course. It's the V-Jump promo Thunder Seahorse. Now, for those of you who know, I love the Thunder type. It's brilliant. And of course, I saw Thunder Seahorse. I was like, okay, it's quite good. If you're not already aware, was introduced in the Yu-Gi-Oh! ZL manga, at which point its effect was that you can send it from your hand to the graveyard to add 2 more Thunder Seahorses from your deck to your hand, mirroring Thunder Dragon exactly. However, it's not a level 5, it's a level 4, which meant that it's not completely dead in your hand, which made it better than Thunder Dragon. However, of course, for the Thunder type, it doesn't really contribute to much. I mean, it would be a welcome introduction into any deck that uses Thunder Dragon. However, I don't know many other decks that use Thunder Dragon, apart from maybe Exodia for its finning purposes. However, even then, it's substituted for much better deck finning cards. However, another effect has arisen, which is unconfirmed, but it's been posted on Shriek, so it has a little bit of credibility, no less, in which you can send it from your hand to the graveyard to add 2 level 4 or below light Thunder type monsters with 1600 or less attack points from your deck to your hand. Of course, you can only use the effect of Thunder Seahorse once per turn, and you cannot special summon during the turn that you use its effect. When I saw this card, I nerded all over my keyboard. It was messy, it was fantastic, it was glorious. So, of course, I'm very excited for this card. That being, of course, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I use the What archetype. Now, the What archetype, this is perfect for the What archetype. I use a version of the What, of course, which does more damage than our previous What decks, and it doesn't focus on the What lock, it doesn't focus on the Hopper lock, it focuses on doing as much damage as fast as possible. And of course, stuff like What Cobra and What Dragonfly have made the deck very, very inconsistent in its own right, with Cobra getting loads and loads of pluses, and Dragonfly probably being one of the best recruiters in the game, in my opinion, so bear with me with that. This card adds even more consistency, allowing you to discard it from your hand to the graveyard to add, 2 What Cobras to your hand. So, easy +1, and considering that the What Cobra is kind of a Stratos in its own effect, so you get 1 attack with the Cobra, that's a +1, and every other subsequent attack is another +1. Of course, if you're able to search for the What Cobra as a +1 as in itself, hand advantage will be aplenty. So this means that you can open up for more monster-heavy builds, and it also means that cards like What Cancel, for example, won't be as dead if this is the correct and confirmed effect. I'm very excited for this. It means I can more consistency for a What deck is always welcomed. Of course, people have been saying, oh, what can we do with the Hopper What deck, and does this help that? To a lesser extent. I mean, of course, if it does do level 4 or below, like people have said, however, there have been translations and effects going around the internet that say it's only level 4, if it does not have the level limit, then of course Hopper Watts can use it efficiently to search for dragonflies and or What Hoppers to complete their lock and to get the Chimera lock. So of course, that is always the case. However, they've got stuff like One Chan that is being released in the Return of the Duelist, which will probably be more useful in getting the lock completed. However, of course, the advantage that it gives a Watt deck is nothing to be sniffed at. Now, of course, what other kind of applications does this card have? Of course, there are other decks that can utilise Thunder Monsters, that being Batterymen. Now, it's very, very good in Batteryman. It allows the Batteryman deck to have more consistency than that is truly needed. Batteryman deck only has Microcell as a drawing card, and of course it does have +1s in the way that it's got stuff like Quick Charger and Recycling Batteries, but it doesn't have anything that can thin the deck as well as this. In addition, it adds stuff to your hand. You can get Microcells to your hand. You can get most Batterymen to your hand. However, the most annoying thing is that you can't add Batteryman Charger, which is sucky. But being able to search for Microcells and Batman AAA actually for Xyz plays is ever so good and much welcomed in that deck. And of course, it's not really much in the way of splashable. I mean, you could use it in the same way that you'd use a Thunder Dragon, allowing you to add 2 more Thunder Seahorses to your deck from your deck to your hand. So of course, any deck that does use Thunder Dragon will use this instead. And that's pretty much it. It's a really good card, and of course it doesn't search for Thunder King Ryo, so it will not see much in the way of slashability in top tournament decks, which I'm so happy about. Although, of course, being able to search for Thunder King Ryo would be ridiculous! But yes, that's pretty much it. I'm Jack Clark, the Eagle Musketeer. More videos out to you soon, of course. And of course, the next rated YouTuber contest is at its final round. I'm in the final with Slim Team X Symmetry. He's much better than me, but of course, we'll see who wins. The videos, our last videos, will be up on Underworld667's channel at some point during the week. He didn't specify, very vague, but yay! Thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting me throughout the competition. And of course, there'll be an annotation on this video, or on my latest video if this isn't it, for you to go to my video and for you to like it if you think I should win. So yes, please do that, and of course, annotations at the top left and right of the screen will take you to a future and past videos respectively, and of course, if they're not there, they will be there soon. I'm Jack Clark, the Eagle Musketeer. More videos actually soon. Goodbye.